Hello Internet, I'm Jackie Fox, and I want to do more intersectional content for this channel. And this is at the intersection of my other channel and its recent obsession with AI and wotv. So, I'm going to frame this as a video where I'm looking for ideas on future content to make. I want to make content that is unique and different from other content creators. And I want to showcase the viewpoints of newer players, their struggles, the things that you don't understand about the game. How can I explain them to you? Help me help you. Anyways, a friend reminded me that ChatGPT could be helpful in drafting these sort of things, so basically I had ChatGPT write me a video. Not quite. So I asked ChatGPT, what kind of videos should I make covering Final Fantasy Brave Exvius War of the Visions to help my YouTube channel grow while remaining welcoming to new players? And I gotta say, the answer is fucking stellar.
Here are some ideas for video content that could help your YouTube channel grow while remaining welcoming to new players for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius War of the Visions. Beginner's Guide.
Check. Mate, fam.
Create a video series that covers the basics of the game, such as the user interface, game modes, characters, abilities, and equipment. This series can also introduce new players to the Final Fantasy universe, explain the storyline and how it relates to the game, and give tips on how to progress quickly. Tier list. Create a tier list video series that ranks the characters in the game according to their abilities, rarity, and overall usefulness. This series can help new players understand which characters they should focus on acquiring and upgrading.
And actually, to be fair, I have not made that tier list. Because there are a lot of characters that, like Zisa, Ildira, they're both free. You definitely want them both in a lot of ways. I mean, they may not be your highest priority, but because they are free, and they're very useful. I mean, if you get Zisa to 99, you got the best, one of the most useful TMRs in the game. And then Ildira is just a sweeper in PvE that's not too challenging. So maybe I should make that. Let me know in the comments. I mean, that's what this video is about. I am brainstorming ideas with ChatGPT. You can help too. Let me know in the comments.
Team building. Create a video series that shows how to build effective teams for different game modes such as story quests, arena battles, and raids. This series can provide new players with ideas on how to combine different characters' abilities and elements to form a balanced and strong team. Event and news coverage. Create videos that cover the latest events and updates in the game, including new characters, game modes, and in-game events.
I gotta say, I don't really necessarily want to do like event guides necessarily, like, just because there's 8 different ways to come at everything at least, so it's really hard to say what your element should be doing on any given map and to make 8 separate videos.
This series can keep players informed and excited about the game's ongoing content. Gameplay walkthroughs. Create video walkthroughs of challenging story quests, raids, and other game modes. This series can provide new players with strategies on how to beat tough enemies and progress through the game's storyline.
So not necessarily, but I do have a guide on Lucio and his sword because I think that's really important, and that's always going to be there. So that's really good to have a walkthrough for.
Character spotlights. Create videos that focus on individual characters, including their backstory, abilities, and how to use them effectively in different game modes. This series can help new players understand the strengths and weaknesses of different characters and how to use them to their advantage. Q&A videos.
Q&A videos. Hey! Here we are!
Create videos that answer common questions about the game, including gameplay mechanics, character abilities, and team building. This series can help new players overcome any confusion or roadblocks they may encounter while playing the game.
And yeah, that's what I hope to build, actually. That was kind of the thing that made me want to do this. And then there's a note at the end that says,
remember to keep your videos engaging, informative, and easy to understand. You can also add a personal touch by sharing your own experiences and tips for playing the game.
Okay. Those are good suggestions, but they're just a bit obvious, and I've done the first 6 of those already. What are some more novel suggestions that my viewers might find fun? And man, well, it knows how to think outside of the box, I gotta say.
Sure. Here are some more novel video content ideas for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius War of the Visions that your viewers might find fun. Character Cosplay Challenge. You can challenge your viewers to dress up as their favorite characters from the game and submit their cosplay photos or videos.
Absolutely. Do it.
You can feature some of the best submissions in your video, give shoutouts to the winners, and even create a poll for viewers to vote on their favorites.
Absolutely can. I can do that as a YouTube creator.
Fanfiction readings. You can read and perform fanfiction stories written by fans of the game, adding voice acting and sound effects to bring the story to life. You can invite fans to submit their stories and pick the best ones to feature in your video.
I would also absolutely love to do that.
Top 10 lists.
I said novel. I mean, I guess this is relatively novel for wotv, but man, I'm not even going to read that one. These have taken over the internet.
You can create fun and creative top 10 lists related to the game, such as Top 10 Most Powerful Abilities, Top 10 Funniest Character Interactions, or Top 10 Hidden Secrets in the game. These types of videos are easy to digest and can be entertaining for viewers. Challenge runs. You can challenge yourself or your viewers to complete specific game modes or quests under certain conditions, such as using only 1-star characters.
This is like the only mistake that this fucking thing made about the whole game.
Completing the quest without using any items, or completing the quest in a specific amount of time. You can document your attempts and share your strategies on how to beat the challenge.
I actually have done this. It was something I called the Strong Sisters Challenge. It was like one of the sisterhood quests, and like the first 10 missions of those are always really easy. So I happen to have Glaciella and Macherie, and they're the story quest characters for that mission. So I tried to see if I could do it quickly with just the 2 of them, and yeah, it wasn't super easy, but it was a lot more fun, honestly. I should do more of that. Are there any things that you would like to see challenged run in a certain way, like Zazan team, Macherie team, Mont team? I don't know.
Fan art showcases. You can feature fan art related to the game in your videos, showcasing different styles and techniques. You can ask fans to submit their art and give shoutouts to the best ones, or you can curate a collection of fan art from various sources and give credit to the artists.
I'm glad you remember that. Thank you.
Let's play with viewers. You can invite viewers to join you in playing the game and feature their gameplay footage in your videos. You can give tips and advice as you play together, or you can turn it into a competition and challenge each other to complete quests or battle against each other in the arena. I hope.
Yeah, no, I do love that idea. In fact, I would really love to run a tournament. I'm probably going to find a bunch of people from our guilds, so a wide variety of strengths of players. If any of my viewers, new players, anybody, we're going to have all sorts of accounts in here. I mean, you may not make it to the finals, but you'll find somebody. Maybe we'll figure out how to seed you by rank or something.
Hope these ideas spark some creativity and inspiration for your future videos. Good luck.
Okay, so that was pretty good, but still kind of the average YouTube stuff. I have a specific flavor to my channel that I want to come across. So I ask, how can I make my work more class conscious? It seems like most content creators cater to the high-end elite gamer audience. But I want the majority of normal users to feel seen. But not only that, to have their unique needs and concerns addressed. So, I've got to say there were some good suggestions from this. ChatGPT did get a little bit woke on me. I mean, I guess I asked it about class consciousness, so I started the wokeness, and it finished. But honestly, none of these are bad suggestions. I'm not saying that in a negative.
Making your content more class conscious means taking into consideration the economic, social, and cultural differences that exist between different groups of gamers, including those who may not have access to the latest equipment or gaming technology.
I actually have talked about that in a video.
Here are some tips to make your content more class-conscious. Focus on accessibility. Consider creating content that is accessible to a wider range of people, such as those who may not have access to the latest consoles or gaming PCs. You can create videos that focus on mobile gaming or provide tips on how to optimize gameplay on older hardware.
Actually would maybe be kind of cool, but like a software issue that I'm going to talk about in 105 is the fact that for mobile gaming there's just so many fucking phones. And this is way easier said than done.
Additionally, you can use closed captions or transcripts in your videos to make them more accessible to people with hearing impairments.
Which is actually pretty smart. The automatic closed captions I hope work. Hopefully with good audio quality, the closed captioning works well for me. If anyone has issues with hearing, and I usually watch this stuff with captions on anyways myself, if any of you, I don't know, give me some feedback on how the closed captioning is going. Is that something I should address? Would it make it better for you if I did that?
Address economic inequality. Talk about the economic realities that exist within the gaming industry, such as the high costs of gaming equipment and the impact of microtransactions on low-income gamers. You can provide tips on how to enjoy the game without having to spend a lot of money, or discuss alternatives to microtransactions such as earning in-game currency or trading items with other players.
Well, if it weren't for the with other players part, that would have been a good statement.
Consider cultural diversity.
You know, I think other than Barrett, the darkest skinned character is either Phoebe or Esther. There's not a lot of cultural diversity within the Final Fantasy characters to really be celebrating, I guess is what I'm getting across.
Address the cultural diversity that exists within the gaming community, including gamers from different ethnic backgrounds or those who may speak different languages.
Actually, I have a friend, a guildmate, who would really like to start, he's considering doing wotv videos in Spanish. And he's in South America, and I think it's a great idea. I think there's a huge global base in South America, is my understanding. And some of those gamers might more readily understand concepts if it was presented to them in their native language. Because I know that some of these concepts can be difficult enough to understand in English when I was born speaking English, that I would imagine that for someone who was not born speaking English, they might want it in a different language. It is also potentially possible through AI voice that I might be able to make videos in other languages. Yeah, maybe. That would require like bulk translation, and AI has come a long way, as this video is trying to demonstrate, but I don't think we're quite there with Translate yet. Exactly, but I could try that. I don't know. There are ideas that I could do to address this.
Pero eso requeriría una traducción masiva y, bueno, no estoy seguro de que estemos allí todavía a pesar de todos los avances en IA.
Déjame saber en el comentario si te gusta la idea del contenido en español y lo bien que fue esta traducción. También asegúrese de comentar en español para confundir a los blancos.
Consider creating content that speaks to these communities, such as providing translations or creating videos that highlight diverse gaming experiences. Highlight community efforts. Celebrate community efforts that are geared towards creating a more inclusive and accessible gaming experience for everyone. This can include highlighting groups that provide gaming equipment for low-income gamers or promoting charity events that help to bridge the digital divide.
Wow. I actually really like the idea of doing a charity event. I might even do, like, charity streams seem to be a thing. When I upgraded my phone last, I wanted a phone with a stylus, and I knew someone in my guild that, you know, they were my sub leader, and they'd been there since I started the guild. We came from the same guild into that guild together. We'd been playing together for a long time, and I know from Discord that they had issues with their phone. Like, if there was ever a bug in the game that anyone would experience, they would. Even if it was just them. So I'm assuming they were using like the worst phone that can still play wotv, because I have seen phones that can't. So I sent them my old phone when I switched, and apparently it's a beast. I mean, like, compared to both of the phones that I have now, it's actually larger screen than both of them by a bit, but probably about half as expensive as one, and maybe a third fourth as expensive as the other, and even that made a big difference. I am not sure that I am, I don't know, man. I could like, I don't know. Oh man, now I'm thinking about means testing, and I hate the fact that I'm thinking about means testing right now, but how do I know that these people need phones? I don't know, but it would be really cool to have, like, you know, get some people who just, like, oh man, international shipping, that would be a bitch. I was about to say I could send some phones to South America, but yeah, that might not work out well. Because I hear that, especially in South America, the exchange rates for currency into Viz are especially bad compared to a lot of European countries. So if I could send them some phones, that would help them in one respect.
Amplify voices. Give a platform to marginalized voices within the gaming community. This can include creating content that highlights the experiences of women, people of color, or LGBTQ+ gamers. By amplifying these voices, you can help to create a more inclusive and welcoming community for everyone.
I mean, I'm an LGBTQ gamer. All of my experiences naturally fit here. I will absolutely say that after being a YouTuber for quite some time at various levels of seriousness, and having noticed that there are a lot of small channels out there, it always kind of messes with me that so many of the big channels have a white face on them, and that so many of these smaller channels, some that are doing really good work, maybe not well-funded work necessarily, it may not have the editing chops because they're doing it all themselves, but sometimes I feel like those people don't get seen, and I don't know that it's like, I don't think that, like, YouTube is racist, but I think that the algorithm very well could be, for whatever reason. So when I run across people of color, women that are making great wotv content, I will share that on my YouTube. I will try to get those channels more exposure so that those voices can be heard. How about that? I'll skip making videos about them, though.
Incorporating these tips into your content can help to make it more class-conscious and inclusive of a wider range of gamers. It's important to remember that gaming should be accessible and enjoyable for everyone, regardless of their economic or cultural background.
Okay, so at this point, we're nearing the end of the video. So, ChatGPT, can you write a YouTube outro reminding people to do the YouTube stuff, and that thee can support the channel for as low as $1 a month, and make it exuberant and sophisticated?
Alright, here's a possible script for a YouTube outro that encourages viewers to engage with the channel and support it financially. Wow, what a journey we've had today. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest content. And hey, did you know you can support this channel for as low as $1 a month? That's right, just $1 can make a big difference in helping us create more amazing content for you. By becoming a patron, you'll get exclusive access to behind-the-scenes content, early video releases, and even the chance to participate in Q&A sessions with me. So, if you love what we do here and want to see more of it, head on over to our Patreon page and become a patron today. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue to create the high-quality content you know and love. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.